What's up, guys? So I'm doing what a lot of people are doing now. I'm turning in my car so that way I have no more car payments and I could save that money. This is my car right now. 2017 Kia Optima, runs perfect. I love it, runs great. The problem is my payment is $450 a month and I still owe 5 years of payments. Do the math. It's crazy, right? Yeah. So today I'm actually going to call the bank and going to say, come pick up your car. Come pick up your car. I'm not going to make the payments anymore. Is it going to ruin my credit? Yes, it's going to ruin my credit. But I don't care. I'd rather save that $30,000, right? So this is going to be my car right now. Yes, it's not as nice. It's a 2011, right? Needs a little bit of love. But it's paid for. No more payments. Runs good, cold AC, that's all I care about. You gotta do what's best for you.
All right, let's get into it. I think a lot of people starting to choose peace over payments, man. A lot of people is tired of making these crazy, ridiculous payments. I don't know when he bought his 2017 Kia, but if it's recently, and now we talking about we in 2025, and you still owe 5 years for $450 on an 8-year-old car, yeah, shame on you for signing that. You shouldn't have signed that. That's a you problem at that point. But I tell people, you might as well just keep the car and ride out. Just stop making payments, let them come get it, find it. If you turn the car in, voluntary repossession, it's the same as repossession. It's the same as them coming to get it. You might can buy yourself several months and stack some cheese up and keep the car. Yeah, when they find it at a store, wherever they find the car, they're gonna take it then. But I'm a big component of not volunteering repo. You know what I mean? Calling the bank, tell them come get it, because same thing. The same exact negative marks on your credit gonna be the same way, whether you keep it for 2-3 months or you turn it in. You know what I mean? So, but I think people have to start doing what's right for them. I don't blame them. If you can't afford it, or these things are stressing you out, give it up. I always tell anybody. I tell people that all the time. They be like, "Man, hey, bro, man, I got this $1,000 car payment. I don't know what I was thinking. You was caught up in your flesh. That's what you was thinking. You was caught up in your flesh, and you was trying to impress everybody around you, because everybody around you is doing got brand new cars, and they might be stressed, but they're not telling you. And they was asking me, man, what should I do? Should I give it back? Man, get that mess back. I could care less about what people say about me. If I can't afford something, and if I'm finna let something, before I let anything stress me out or make me sick, I'm giving it back. You can have it. I don't want it no more. I made a mistake. Start over. It's okay to start over. I tell people that all the time. It's okay. I had to start over. I started over twice. You know what I mean? And I'm not above starting over again if I have to. You know, there's no way in hell I'm finna sit here and just be stressed out, and because stress gonna cause other problems. If you marry stress, if you stressing, they're gonna cause marital problems. If you having financial problems, they're gonna cause marital problems. They're gonna cause a problem in your household. They're gonna cause problem with your kids. They're gonna cause problem with your family, because they're gonna cause problem in your job because of what you going through. You know what I mean? You're gonna start taking that mess out on people who's closest to you, man. So you have to choose peace over payment at all costs. I'm a big component of that. Now, don't go out here and just be buying stuff that you know you can't afford. That's the you problem. And if you make a mistake once, possibly twice, don't go and make the same damn mistake. Don't keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Again, as soon as you get that corrected, now you back in the same bull job situation because you ain't learned your lesson. Oh, I'll just give it back. No, man. You got to eventually take responsibility for your actions. Now, you make a mistake once, yeah, I shouldn't have bought that car. Yeah, I'm gonna give it back. Yeah, man, I flubbed up. Yes, you did. All right, repo. Shit, 30 years ago, I had a car that got repoed. One thing about April, I'm gonna be honest with you. Had a car that got repoed. Buying shit that I couldn't afford. Learned my lesson from that. That was 30 years ago. Now, I drive a very old vehicle. Oh, man, because I don't get caught up in the material things. Now, I want a nice home, but where I lay my head, because my home is my peace. But, man, I could care less about a vehicle. It's just going to get me from point A to point B. I rent one if I need to. I'll Uber. I'll Lyft if I need to. You know what I mean? We're not going to go out here and pay $1,500 to $2,000. It's enough. If I got it like that, and I got a plan to pay that thing, if I'm gonna go out here and buy $80,000 car or $100,000 car, you better bet if I ain't paying that thing in cash, we paying that thing off in the first 24 months. We have a plan set aside to pay that thing off like that. I ain't finna sit here and drag $1,500 to $2,000 car payment out for 8 years or 10 years or however long they finance these days. Hell no, we ain't doing it. But let's get into the next one, man. This one here, well, girl say she had to file bankruptcy, man, because she bought something that she truly couldn't afford. Let's go. Let's get into it.
I am paying $17,000 on a $33,000 car that is only worth $20,000 based on the Kelley Blue Book value. After I pay the $17,000 for the $33,000 loan, I will have paid in total $50,685 for a car that is only worth $20,000 at $703 a month for 72 months. It's a 14.49 interest rate. And I don't really know why I would sign something so stupid. And it's like, I read it. I read it and I understood the words. I understood the words. I didn't comprehend the numbers. I saw the numbers. I saw it, but I didn't have anybody to teach me or any parents to say, Daniel, do you realize you're paying $17,000 to borrow $33,000 for something that's only worth $20,000? If it would have been worded like that, I wouldn't have signed the fuck ass agreement. I wouldn't have got the fucking car. And it's not like my credit score at the time was a 649. I went in there thinking I had a 600. They ran the credit score, came back quick as fuck. Oh shit, this is 649. How much you bring in a month? At the time I was bringing in $14,000 a month. I had 6 months worth of bank statements to prove that income. So it wasn't, the credit score wasn't great, but it wasn't shitty neither. The income was, the income appeared great. And I say that because when you are self-employed, if you don't know any better, I wasn't bringing in, the revenue was $13,000, $14,000, $15,000 a month. But when you count the expenses, you don't really bring home $13,000, $14,000 a month. You may bring home $5,000. And when you're self-employed and you got a business, you tax 3, 4, 5, 6 different times. You got to pay city taxes, sales taxes, state taxes, federal taxes. Then when you pay yourself from your business account, you got to get taxed out of that. So you really tax like 5 times. So the $5,000 ain't even what you make. You really bring home like 3, 4. So in actuality, Daniel, you're paying $17,000 for a $33,000 loan for a $20,000 car, and you're only bringing home $3,000 to $4,000 a month, and you just signed a lease for $1,600, $1,700, rounded up, $1,671, $1,700 one-bedroom apartment. Why am I realizing this now? Because I'm filing bankruptcy.
Filing bankruptcy. Let me say this. Let me give my commentary on this right here. You have to do what you got to do, sister. I ain't even mad at you on that. However, like she said, she didn't comprehend the numbers and nobody told her this. She still look young. I have no idea how old this lady is. She sounds like Taraji P. Henson with her mannerism. That's from Wild. But let me say this. They saw you coming a mile away because your emotions, you got caught up with what the car looked like, the car brand, the luxury probably of the car. You got caught up with, well, I could just afford the payments. You got caught up in that. And so they saw that and they pushed that on you. 649 is a solid credit score. It's fair, but it's not a great credit score. Especially when you around people who high sevens, eights, mid eights, something like that. Those are excellent credit score. Where you go in there, you ain't gotta even show proof of income. You just sign that shit to get on if you want it. And that interest rate was crazy, 14.9%. I don't know what type of car she has, but that is ridiculous interest rate. I ain't paying the interest rate. I know the interest rates is high right now. I remember a few years ago when I was making a purchase, I went in and filled out all the paperwork and did everything. And they came back and was like, yeah, we got you approved. We got you approved for 12%. I looked at that fool and walked away. I ain't paying 12% on shit. But I'm much older than probably her, and I don't get caught up on the material things. And my credit score was way higher than hers. Not saying I don't know her, so I'm just telling you my story. So when I went in there, I knew my score, I knew my cash, I knew my income. And they came back with 12%. I was like, oh, okay, good day, sir. Have a good one. I ain't even asked for the manager. I wasn't trying to negotiate. I wasn't doing nothing. They stopped me by the time I get to the parking lot. They was, no, man. We got it down to 3.9%. Oh, so you tried to finagle me because you thought I was so emotional with this thing that I wanted to purchase. So you was gonna try to screw me over. I was like, oh, okay, cool. 3.9% more likely. Now you need to take $2,000 off of that purchase price because you just wasted my time. And they did. When you know your worth and you know how to bargain, you ain't walking out of there with no bad deal. I ain't never walking out of there with a bad deal. Because when I walk in there, I'm not going to be emotionally connected to that item. I would walk away from that shit easily. You know what I mean? So in her case, they saw her coming a mile away. Those numbers are horrendous. If it ain't worth $20,000, she already paid $13,000 over what it was worth. Then she got to pay $17,000 of interest on top of a $33,000. That's over 50% of interest. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Man, walk away from this stuff like that. I wouldn't do that. Now, unfortunately, filing bankruptcy, I wouldn't have did that. I just wouldn't have signed that mess. And I tell people, don't put yourself in positions where you're going to regret, especially something like a vehicle, something like a toy. Why? Never allow your emotions to take over when you buy anything. I don't care if that's a house. Never, oh, that's a beautiful, I really want that house. That house can be a damn headache. Never allow your emotions to dictate your finance. I'm always say that. I always choose peace over payments. The lower the payments and negotiate the hell out. If they're not willing to negotiate with you on a purchase price this is my drop dead bottom, walk away from shit. Because somebody will sell it to you the price you want. They might not, but somebody will, just like that I was just telling y'all. They tried to give me 12% interest rate. I walked out that shit. Yeah, give me no fucking 12% interest rate. No. Paying 12% on nothing. Nothing. I just won't have it. I'll wait till you're desperate and then you try to sell it. I wait till, because this was a end of the year thing, so I'll wait to let this thing sit on the floor for another 2-3 months and you'll be calling me, or you'll be to drop the price so low to I just purchase it outright. So with that said, man, never let your emotions get caught up, man. Let's get into the next one where a lot of repos, this dude's at a repo lot, man. A lot of people are turning their cars in, but it is normal because they were saying repos happen all the time. All the time.
Economy shit. Look at all these repos. There's over 2,000 repossessed cars here today, right? From all the banks you can imagine. Right now I'm in Capital One lane. This is a good credit bank. And for regular people, I know this is scary, right? You got Chase, you got Santander, you got Wells Fargo, Capital One, Westlake, Chrysler Financial, Toyota Financial, right? They have over 2,000 repossessions here today. But this is like this every week. I've been coming to the auction for 14 years. Repossessions have been like this forever, since the beginning of time, right? Now, there was one time I was here and it was scary because there were supercars that had been repoed. But it's back to normal. Man, a bunch of repos is normal. Think how many cars are sold every day in America. According to ChatGPT, there's 44,000 new cars sold every day. Every single day. Most of you buy shit you can't afford. It's not because the car was too expensive. It's because you was watching somebody living a fake life on TikTok or on Instagram and you felt like you needed to keep up with the Joneses. Then 3 months in, you can't afford your payment no more. That ain't on nobody, man. That ain't on the president. That's on you. That's on you because there's more people who pay off their car than let it get repoed. I know it looks scary and it's a little nerve-wracking, but this is normal.
And I tell people that all the time. A lot of people out here looking at TikTok. Oh, they balling up. Look what they driving. A lot of that mess is fake, man. A lot of that mess is rented. They rent stuff for a weekend and take all type of pictures and have multiple different outfits on. And you could buy the little fake cash, like movie prop cash. You could buy that. You know what I mean? And you could flash the little money because you ain't got no close up on the money. They just holding it up and everybody got all this stuff like they just balling out. And then they'll go and take another change of outfits and put like they can rent a car for a whole week and just take 100 and some videos of it. Or they can do an Airbnb and take all kind of videos of it. They don't own this mess. And then you got up there and be like, man, they 23 and they balling. I wish I could live like that. And you in your feelings and you watching their stuff and every day, and now you done went out here and signed your name on some stuff you can't afford. That's why I told y'all the other day, social media, man, is the biggest joke ever, man. It is the biggest joke ever, especially when you being influenced by somebody who don't have it. If you don't here getting some solid education, or you got some shows, or you trying to sell something or teach somebody something, man, social media is the best thing ever. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, that's the best thing. But if you out here trying to keep up with these damn influencers and losing your livelihood because you think they out here balling and on vacation every day, half of these people broke as hell. Half of these people go, like I said, they go to vacation. They go on vacation once a year and they'll take 20 different outfits. And every day they'll take 50 pictures in that one outfit in different angles in different locations. And then they'll be like, oh, I'm in Fiji. Oh, I'm in Cancun. Oh, I'm in Thailand. Oh, I'm in here. And you look like, man, they just doing it. Man, they ain't doing that. Doing nothing but lying, man. You know what I mean? I see it all the time. When we filming, when we do, I see this, man, they don't own nothing. Nothing, people. So stop getting caught up with what you think somebody got or what you think somebody owns. Half the cats don't even have cash in the bank. It's all credit. With that said, man, maybe Yashrael. Until next time, y'all be good.